watching Poland Daily Business, and tonight we'll talk about the drone program, or the Polish approach to it. Małgorzata Darowska, until very recently, was head of the team that worked on these issues at the Polish Ministry of Infrastructure. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
And so where we are in at the moment, where is our level? Obviously, when people think about unmanned vehicles, they think about drones, they think about construction of these drones, maybe some even consider legislation about these drones, but you had the chance to see it from the top perspective and actually be active in formulating the policies of the drones. So,
well, right now, Poland is on the first place in Europe in terms of providing digital services, and still we are waiting for mature business models. And globally, in my opinion, the UTM system concept is quite mature. But what has to be done is the preparation of most advanced services called in Europe use-based services that will help to support autonomous flights in the airspaces, in the cities and elsewhere. So in terms of infrastructure, I would say that we are quite ready to say that it will come into operations in several years. But in terms of implementation of drones, especially unmanned aerial vehicles designated to transport, we are still at the beginning phase, because drones are very common in, let's say, operational use in terms of robots used to, for example, for surveillance or for construction. But when we are talking about transport, we are still at the beginning phase, which are very much welcomed and supported by European Commission because of the Green Deal and alternative fuels and
until very
power.
recently,
yeah.
Most of those drones came from China or are made from Chinese manufactured elements. Do we have, because apparently the logistic chains in the world are changing now, and apparently Europe wants to have it produced closer to their border or within. Is there any chance for Polish entities, for Polish companies to take part in this new revolution?
Actually, there is a huge chance for Poland because of the experience we have in drones and the reputation of Poland. But still, we need more investment in drones, because software, which is digital infrastructure, is quite cheap for investing. But when we are talking about vehicles, as we know, the investment should be huge, and marketing of products should be global. Right now, yes, Chinese drones are used commonly for operations like monitoring and gathering data.
Which is the drones that are built in Poland, but they have a Chinese parts, like critical ones, like
yes.
batteries, engines, some sensors, and so on.
Yes, of course, this is like that. And this is due to lack of investments in hardware in our country, but also in Europe. It's not only our problem. So the decision should be made to designate money for investing in this industry, because according to estimates made by Polish economic institutes, the value of the market will grow, and the value for the industry, for the economy, will be huge. So in other words, just putting it simple, it will be very advantageous for the economy, for everyone to use this kind of robots to support business operations.
From Polish perspective, how the decision chain looks? Should government decide what do we want to do, then designate a person or a team or I don't know, ministry to produce the policy and then go to the industry, or we are waiting for a decision from European Union, or maybe bottom up? So there is let's say a producer who makes something great, and he goes to the ministry and says, look, that's absolutely killing, bleeding edge of the technology. Give me money and we will make out of it a worldwide business.
Well, we are asking for a very difficult thing, but I would try to make it simple. Actually, this is a huge value chain behind the one product. So the decision of financing should be concentrated on R&D, then on the next stage, and then on the marketing phase. And it is not like that one a company will get every money for developing products, because the value chain should be constructed, and it is impossible to make one company producing the everything in such a market. And from the history, we know that the products and the large companies were created, established by, let's say, kind of joint cooperation of the state and the business, and it should be like that. In this, it should not differ, because the market, the business should have the guarantee that in the future they will have a chance to sell their products, right. And the government should know what will be their direction of investment. So
it looks like we are no longer living in a fairy tale told by the mass media that there are some companies that grew itself from very humble beginning. We know that this was a decision of some higher level, and when you see Japan, South Korea, United States, I don't know, Taiwan or Switzerland, for example, we see that those technology companies are always supported by their states, and
always.
This should be the case here.
Always, exactly like that. Yeah.
Małgorzata Darowska, an expert in cutting-edge technology, was our guest. Such a pleasure.
Thank you.
That was it for Poland Daily Business tonight. We'll be back tomorrow.